Welcome everyone that's just not coming on. We'll get started in about 30 seconds. Tell everyone to come on. Tell your team to come on because I'm not going to be repeating everything, although it will be recorded. But have everyone come on. All right, let's get it going. Welcome to everyone that just hopped on. Good morning. Good morning. We will get started. As you guys can see, I have USD JPY set up for you all because that's one of the trades that did us wrong today. Not really, but we accepted the risk and we knew the risk and we went in. That's all. Let's take a look. This is why I sent the signal, if you were wondering. At first, when I sent the signal, it was around this area right here because we were in profit for a bit. I had a feeling this was going to happen, but I wasn't 100% sure. Right here, we had a major resistance zone. Okay, let me actually bring this. Well, it's good where it's at right now. This is the major resistance zone where I'd call the signal. This happened. We was in profit for a bit, and then it started reversing against us last night. I was asleep throughout all this. So when I woke up, price was about right here in this area. Okay. And then news hit, NFP was coming. I thought it was going to do this one big move towards the low, right? Because it reached the new resistance zone. But unfortunately, it did not. As you guys could see, it did a 40 plus pip move upwards, going to the next resistance zone I have right here, possibly going to test it to make a double top. Now, let's look at this chart on a bigger perspective to see what's really about to happen next week. So taking a look at this, if I go to the 4-hour time frame, as you guys can see, this is how the chart look on the 4-hour time frame. It's a bigger version of it. So we could see here, we have uptrend going up, made a shoulder, and created a head right here. Started dropping, and then from here, did a nice little W against us, and now it's right here. All right. Now, where price is at, there's two things that it could do. Once you start knowing your formations, then you start understanding a little bit better what to expect before a move happen. Let me repeat that. Once you find out the formations in the market, you will have a better idea on what position to take. So, from looking at this, I see USD JPY did a nice move upwards. Okay, did a nice head, right? Sold, and now it's doing another shoulder. All right. Overall, this would look like a head and shoulder, correct? This is a shoulder one. This is a head one, and this is a new shoulder. That's why you may see price starting to sell right now. If you get in here for a sell, that's perfect entry. Even if you're wrong, that's a great trade you took. All right. If you're getting a sell right now, and let me explain why. This is why I say that's a great trade, even if you are wrong. Because look, you have a new shoulder right here, and you have a head. All right. Now we have a new shoulder. Either price going to get here, create a double top and go down to complete the head, the shoulder one, the head, and the shoulder two. That can happen. Reason I say it's a great trade, even if you're wrong, because you have very, very, very little risk. If you get in this trade right now for a sell, your stop loss will be above the resistant line. So you're waiting for it to break or not. Once it's above the resistant line, they only have two options. Either it's going to break it and trigger your stop loss, or reverse and go your way. But since you got a perfect entry on a sell, your stop loss now would be a little bit small. Since we had gotten a little bit early, way early on the week, we cannot get in this trade right now because we had already got into early and it triggered our stop loss. So it's Friday right now. We're not going to rush and try to hurry up, get back in the trade because it's Friday. What we will do, we will wait until Monday to see where price is at. This is what I'm expecting for Monday. I believe price will fully test here, come back here to do a higher low, and then go all the way up here to create a double top. Once it reach here, it'll make a nice M formation, as you could see, and then from there, we will sell or trade, and then we'll be expecting to take profit long term right here again. With all that being said, does that make sense to everyone? If you have any question on what I said, just based on the drawing, feel free to ask, and I'll explain a little bit more in detail. Open for any questions right now. Feel free to unmute yourself and chat back and forth with me. This is a live webinar where we're doing live trainings where you guys can ask questions. It's not like the Sunday webinar. The Sunday webinar is a bit different because it's more for the public. So therefore, it's too many people in there. I cannot take questions where people are coming in and just talking back and forth. Since this is just for the team, it's not really a big of a group. You guys could talk back and forth with me and ask questions. That's how you learn. So now, does anyone have any questions based on the drawing I did? Or does anyone have any other suggestions of what USDJPY may do? I'm open for any questions or anything you guys may want to add to what I just said. I'll give you guys 1 minute. If you don't want to talk, you could also write it in the chat. All right, we have a question that came in. How do you find a confirmation on a trade? It's very simple. If you are using support and resistance, those are your confirmations. So for example, there's a confirmation right here for USD JPY sell. Why? Because that's where the last candle had closed, and it may most likely will go down. The thing is, how far would it go down? That we don't know. Because right now, the uptrend on this is kind of strong right now. It's pretty strong. So we'll see how far it sells. It may just sell as a retracement. It may just not sell at all and just go all the way up, straight up. Or it may just consolidate. We enter here for a buy on Monday, and then we go up. Now, talking about confirmation, why would I not want to get in a buy right here? Reason why is because price is too high. If I want to get in a buy, it's smart for me to wait for a pullback about right here so I could enter and put my stop loss underneath. Or somewhere around here I enter if it goes back. But if it breaks the resistance already, that's another confirmation to buy because now I could enter here if the candle closes above that line and put my stop loss right underneath, heading towards TP right here. Take profit at the double top if it does go up. Does that make sense? New question. How do you find a confirmation? That's the same one. Can we base it on indicators? Of course, depending on what indicators you're using. For a lot of time, I don't recommend people using indicators, especially new people in forex, because it only confuses you. This is one thing about indicators. First of all, before you guys use indicators, there's two types of indicators that you guys have to understand. There's what you call a leading indicator, and there's what you call a lagging indicators. Two major different indicators. They are indicators, but they're two different types. So, leading indicators tells you the future, what will happen. Lagging indicators tell you what already had happened. It's slower, so it just already tell you what had already happened. So leading tells you the future, lagging tells you the past. Now, there's different type of indicators, and there's different way to set them up to be able to have the leading and the lagging work together in the way we call and understand it. But I'm not going to go too much into details with that because that's a little bit advanced, because there's a lot of numbers that goes into it as far as the settings and things like that. Maybe in the next 3-4 months with you guys, I'll reveal how to use indicators when it comes to trading forex. But as of right now, the only indicator you guys should be using on your phone is either the Stochastic, which come with a regular settings already, or the RSI. All right, and those two indicators, they both have different things that they do. They do the same thing, but when you play with the settings, it either becomes a leading indicator or a lagging, which I will show you guys in the near future, but not today. So when you are using indicators to find entries, you just basically have to find the highs and the lows in the market. So if you are using a Stochastic, you have the highs in the market on your Stochastic and you have the lows. The confusing part about that is there's different, all time frames have different, not different indicators, but all time frame shows you a different thing on the same indicator. So you may be on the 15-minute time frame and it tells you to sell, but when you go in the 4-hour time frame, it tells you to buy. See, that's when the more advanced thing part come in force for you guys who have to understand that. And that's why I do not want to cover indicators just yet, because it's only going to confuse you guys even more. That's why I like to break it down for you guys and take it step by step and show you guys. Once you master support and resistance, then you have no worries, because that's really what the market is. Look, the market is very simple. There's a certain level of high it could go, and there's a certain of level of lows it could go. It cannot go too high. It cannot go too low. The only hard part about support and resistance is finding where to put your support and resistance, which is not really hard, because all you have to do is look to see where previous candles have closed before. Once you find that out, then you find your support and resistance. So let's take a look. USD JPY 30-minute time frame. This is the candle that took us out. I was mad about that candle because I doubled up hard. But it's alright though. We'll get it back in one trade. Alright, as you guys can see here, like I said, price is retracing. Reason I know most likely it will buy is because this, which was a resistance zone, have now become a support. Why have it become a support? Well, the answer is it became a support because candles close above. So if candle close above, you put your stop loss below, you're good to go. If that makes sense for everyone. That's a confirmation to get in the buy. Now, another confirmation is look to see which candles are more stronger, the red candles or the green candles. In this case, seems like the green candles are much more stronger than the red candles. So therefore, we have a high probability that this trade will buy. So hopefully everyone understand that. Does anyone have any questions based on that? Explain the best way to enter when there conflict with time frame. See, that part I can't really explain. That comes with just hardcore experience. Because like I said, once you start getting into indicators, you're in a whole different ballgame because you're looking at all types of different indicators with all types of different settings telling you what to do, and they all have their own mind. And they're all telling you to do one thing while the other one is telling you to do another thing. So, like I said, in a 15-minute time frame, it may tell you to sell, but in the 4-hour time frame, it's a buy. When you get in a sell, next thing you know, a 4-hour candle take you out, or vice versa. So that's why indicators is just very, very complicated to understand. You guys, I don't want to fill you guys up with too much of indicators. There's a lot of different type of indicators out there. The best one, like I said, I recommend is the basic one, Stochastic and the RSI. Matter of fact, once you open your MetaTrader 4, I believe it come with the RSI already set up with the settings of 14 on it. So when there's a conflict in the time frame, you just have to know where you are at in the market overall. Are you in a support area or you're in a resistant area? That's all it is. New question. Do you mean with okay. Take a look at any pair you look at. To find out the trend, always look to see which candles are stronger. Do we have more red candles or do we have more green candles? That gives you an idea of where the trend is going. So in this case, 30-minute time frame, looking at USD JPY, we have more green candles going on the upside than we have red candles going on the downside. So that means it's telling me, look, you should be buying instead of selling. That's all it's telling me right now. You should be buying instead of selling because why? There are more green candles showing up on the chart than there are red candles. That's just a hint. The next big hint is where are you in the market? Are you at a support zone or you're at a resistance zone? That's it. Someone said Fibonacci is helpful. Yes, it is. Fibonacci is simply just a support and resistance zone that you could just go in the market and you place it yourself. It's just that the fib, when you use the fib, it already come with it with the support and resistance, so you just put it in. All right. Yes, Fibonacci is great, Brian. Just have to learn how to place it right. All right, we have a new can. Can you explain the top down analysis starting with the month? All right, we'll do that. Let's take a look at a new pair, which is gold, the one I'm in profiting. We'll start from the monthly. Guys, I've been holding this gold trade for a whole week. Look, if I didn't know what I was doing, I would have been closed that trade because I would not be sure. I'd be like, man, is it really going to be selling? Because I seen a lot of negatives on that. It just played around for like 4 days straight. It finally broke out today. As you guys could see, I have a whole bunch of lines on my stuff from previous markups and scalping and trading sessions, which I'm going to delete. All right, let me just clear this out. All right, everyone take a look at gold. I'm about to mark it up for you guys right now. All right. Like I said, we like to start up the monthly chart, right? So let's do it. Look at on the monthly chart, gold. What do you guys see happening right now? I'm not even going to give this hint just yet. What formation does this remind you of? Or seems like it's about to do? I'll wait for an answer. Let me know. All right, we got one answer in. Any more? Two? Any more? Three answers. There's 18 people in this webinar. I know we could get more answers. I'm not even going to open the answers yet until I get like two more. The reason I ask questions, guys, is not to annoy you guys. It's to see if you guys are learning. I don't want to be doing these webinars if you guys not learning. I just need to know if you guys are learning. That's what motivates me. If I know that you are learning, then I want to teach you more because now you are prepared to learn something new. All right, we got eight. We got seven messages in. Any more? 30 seconds to give an answer. All right, we got eight answers in. All right, let's see the answers. All right, we got answers coming in left and right. We got a double. Somewhat Brian said we got a double top information happening. All right, all right. Information. Alicia, James W, Daniel M. Nice, nice. Vincimi M formation. Wickfield. Nice. Descending triangle. Forex lover. Nice. All right. I'm glad of all these answers, guys, because we have more right answers than wrong answers. So that's mean you guys are learning. I'm glad. I'm happy for that. You guys are 100% right. Those that answer the information because it's very, very obvious. Let's take a look. First of all, let me place my monthly support and resistance for you guys. Remember, I like to color code my support and resistance. Red for resistance, green for support. So this is my monthly support. Let's change that color to green, just so we know. All right, just a second here while I change this color. Come on. All right, color green. All right, all answers that said information, you guys are correct. Next time, guys, when I have questions like that, right, I will be doing what you call I will be doing prizes where I'll be sending out prizes away, giving out prizes to you guys to show you guys exactly what's going on. Let me open a new tab here. In about 2 more weeks, when I ask questions in the live webinars, I'm going to ask hard questions. So whoever answered the questions right, I will be cash app you like $20, 10, $20, depending on the question. The question is gonna have values of their worth. So if it's really worth it, I'll show you guys. Just a second, guys. This thing is acting up real quick. Apologies, guys. This thing actually froze on me and deleted my markup I just did on the monthly chart. I have to redo it. All right. Give me a second, guys, while I remark this up. I don't know why I did that. That was pretty weird. Uh, all right. I just have to just do it. All right, there it is. Clear drawing. Let's go back to the monthly. All right, let's redo this markup together. Remember, it was a resistance at the high, and we like to color code it red for resistance. And then we have support right here at the bottom, monthly support. We actually have two support on the monthly time frame, and I will show you. We have this support right here on the monthly time frame. All right, new question. Whoever get this right, oh, that's an easy question. But whoever get this right, I'll cash app you $3 for this question. I'm actually gonna start today. We're starting small. Can anyone point out the next support zone on the monthly chart? Does anyone see it? You could unmute yourself and say the answer, or you could write it. At 11.50, there's a new support. Let's see where the price is at. It said 11.50, 12.59, 12, 11. All right, great answer, man. You got it. Perfect. Who was that? That was James Barton. Hey, James, send me your Cash App name on Telegram. I'll cash app you some money. I'll cash app you actually $5 for that. Great answer, bro. That's great. He's exactly right. Why is he right? Because he see there's a wick right there. That's where the last candle closed. All right. And not only that, the candle closed, but the candle closed above. That's what makes it a support. Look, price tested, but look where this new candle closed at. Boom, boom. That's called a support. Okay. Because price is over it, and stop loss would have been in there right underneath, and you would have been holding your buy. Just like this is a resistance. Price cannot go any further. It has no choice but to go back down, so it did. If that makes sense. You are exactly right, man. Just shoot me a message on Cash App. Not Cash App. Shoot me a message on Telegram so I don't forget. So I can send that over to you. Great job, bro. All right, now look. We have two support. Support 1, support 2. And then we have resistant 1. Can anyone point out to where? All right, this is a harder question now. This is a $10 question. All right. Can anyone point out to what price range and area where would the next resistance zone be? That's pretty hard. It's a hard one right there. Who could get that one? That's a $10 question. Where the next support and resistance will be. The next one, like the next one right after the next candle close. Where the next support, around what price range? Is it gonna be? Oh, I'm not even gonna give no hints. That's a $10 question. All right, we got answers coming in. All right, next question. It says, all right, 12.25. 1234. No, that was old. That was old. 1425 interest coming in. 1225, 1400, 1293, 1290. All right. We have some great entries in. Let's see for sure, and then I'll let you guys know who's the winner. All right, looking at the pricing right now. This is the resistance zone at 1351, 1321, 1292. Price is at 1291.92 right now. The next support and resistance will be at 1270. 1270. All right, let me place that line. 1270 right here. That's the main next support zone on the monthly chart, monthly time frame. Now let's take a look at the answer, see who's right. 1270. If you got an answer anywhere from 1265, no, not even. Let me make it more accurate so we have a true winner. See where I put my line? Right underneath where that candle closed, okay? And that price is 1269.41. All right, who's the winner? All right, 1400, 1292, and 1250 is the closest one. Then, good one. All right, 1425 if it fill up the wick. All right. All right. 1250, 1293, 1269. That's a close one. Which one? Who you guys think the winner? Ogans or Vin? Ogan said 1293. Vin said 1250. But the real number is 1269. I think Vin got that one for sure. Yeah, Vin, you got that one, man. Shoot me a message on Telegram. I'll cash app that to you, bro. Great job. All right, you are 100% right. Janelle, you late, man. You are late. 1275. Yeah, you late. All right, Vin got that one. Great job, Vin. I'll cash app you that $10. Great job on that. This is why he called that. Reason why is because the question was, where is the next closest support and resistance zone? That was the question. Where is the next closest support and resistance zone? It's right here. Literally right there. Look. How did I know? How did he know? Well, he looked to see where the next candle had closed previously, which is right here, right? Candle closed right above here after this wick. So therefore, this became a support. Now price is selling, is going towards that support. This is where my first take profit is from the signal. All right. Once price reach here, it's either going to break it and continue down to the next main support zone, or it's going to reverse just a bit, do a nice head and I should ask a question, but I just give it away. Do a nice head and shoulder, possibly. Why I call it a head and shoulder? Because if you look previously, it did a head and shoulder right here. Shoulder one, right? Head. Therefore, this would be the new shoulder if it come back. It's right there. Boom, boom. Once I take my profit here, I will buy gold right here, put my stop loss underneath, take my profit here, then get in a sell again right here and hold long term to here. This will take about 2 weeks or so to happen, what I just said. Let me repeat. We have a head and shoulder here. This is a shoulder. Price either going to break, keep going, or reverse, do a shoulder, then go down. So right now it's going down towards support. Once it reach here, I'm going to take my profit on the sell. Then I'm going to get in a buy, which the signal going to be sent out. We're going to take our profit back up here. And then we're going to re-enter for a sell right here. Why? Because this is a head and shoulder for a sell. All right. I just gave you guys the possibility of what may happen. But 9 times out of 10, gold price will reach that support right there because it's already too deep in. It can't just reverse that monthly candle. This is the June candle, by the way. All right. If Gus is in here, Gus been calling this trade in the group chat since Monday. This man been saying gold is going to sell the whole month of June, and he's not lying. Because how did he know? He already looked to see the previous monthly candles they read. So therefore, he held his trade, and the signal did not say close. So therefore, you hold until I say close. All right, guys. I want you guys to know that when I send the signal, I have your best interest at heart. Why? Because I'm on that same trade as well. If I'm wrong, I lose money. I cannot be wrong multiple times because if I'm wrong multiple times, let's say if I'm wrong for 3 weeks straight or a month straight, my bank will start running low. So I have to keep making money every single week. So for me to do so, I have to get in trades. And when I get in trades, that's a signal. So when you guys are in the trades, I'm in the same trade with you. That's how I make money. Yeah, it seems like we have a question. So take profit is based off the monthly. Not necessarily, because the same line I place here will show up on the 4-hour time frame, daily time frame, minute time frame, so forth and so on, which I'm going to show you guys. Remember, keep in mind, I always start marking up my chart from the monthly chart. Okay, I always start my marking up from the monthly chart because this is why when I place my support and resistance zone, that's my zone for the whole week. So therefore, I don't have to keep putting new lines on my chart on a smaller time frame to confuse myself. This is why a lot of traders lose. They understand the concept of support and resistance. They understand everything, but the big number one mistake they make is that every time the trade do a move, they hurry up and adding a new line. Why are you adding new lines? You're just going to confuse yourself. So do not add new lines. I see people adding lines on the 1 minute chart. Why are you adding a line in the 1 minute chart? The 1 minute chart don't do nothing unless you want to scalp. All right. And even then, I recommend you put a support and resistance line in a 15-minute time frame to scalp because you're only going to confuse yourself. Look, I'm not even going. All right, let me just do it. This is what I mean. Let's say if I go here. If I go in the 1 minute chart, you're not going to see the monthly chart, the monthly lines. Look at that. I told you. It's like I knew. You're not even going to see it. So why? Look, it's not even there. You can't see it. So tell me, why would I go ahead and place a line right here for support and resistance? Why would I do that? All right. Even if I go in the 15-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, I still won't see the monthly chart. Let's see if I see it in the 15-minute chart. I still won't see my lines from the monthly time frame. So therefore, that's why I'm able to stay in trade at peace in my head longer than most traders can, because most traders don't know. I know. Well, how do I know? Because I mark up from the higher time frame. Once I mark up, I don't do nothing else for the week. I just wait for it to happen. What other traders do though, they'll put a resistance zone here. I mean, it's not a wrong resistance zone, but God, come on. They'll put one right here. They'll put one right here. They'll put one right here. They'll just confuse themselves. So do not be that guy or girl that do that in Forex. Do not. If anything, put a support and resistance line from the H4, H1 time frame. All right. Now let's go back to the monthly chart. I just erased those small lines I did. Let's go back to the monthly chart. Look, my lines are still there like it never left. But when I go to the smaller time frame though, it's not there. Why is that? Because it's the higher time frame. I want you guys to look at Forex not as a get rich quick thing, but more of an investment. When you go in a trade, that's why I send my signals now. They're a bit longer term because If I already missed the entry for a trend, I missed it. I just have to wait. But one of the biggest mistakes I used to make in Forex is that I would get in the 30-minute time frame, I would catch 40 pips, and I'll say I'm done for the day. But the trade has like 100 pips more to go. What happens when you close so early is now you have to find a re-entry because the next day when you wake up, you see the move is going. Oh my God, if I would have hold, I would have been up 100 pips. Why you didn't hold? That's what a lot of traders always say every time they close because they don't know. So if you mark up from the higher time frame, you will know because look, I got in this trade right here with no fear. No fear at all. I got in this trade on the hour time frame at that resistance zone with no fear, right? And although it was keep making noise throughout the week, but I knew for a fact that it will not break that monthly support, the monthly resistance zone. And if it did, oh well, my stop loss trigger for 50 pips. It doesn't matter because look, I'm only risking 50 pips so I can make 300 pips. If I make 300 pips, I'm balling. So I don't mind risking 50 pips to make 300. It's not that bad. All right. So when I got in this trade, I knew for a fact it's not going to go back. All right. Let's look at this chart now from the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, you can still see the support and resistance. Look, well done. Perfect entry. Look. Now, let me go back to what I was talking about last week on Sunday webinar. What I was saying last week is that once you start marking up from the monthly chart, you work your way down to the smaller time frame. All you basically doing is just zooming in the market. All right. Please don't confuse yourself with the time frame. The chart is the same. Okay. Everything is the same. It's highs and lows. Okay. When you go to the smaller time frame, all you are doing is basically going in the market in a bigger perspective. So that's mean you are zooming in the market. Look, I believe this actually gold sell started right here. Now looking at the weekly chart, I forgot how big the monthly chart was. God damn, that's deep. That's about 500 pips from that monthly resistance. I wish I seen this, man. I'm kind of mad now looking at that like that. But this is the weekly chart. I just realized how big it was. This is around where I got in last week, right here. It was not there. That's too deep. I would be up like 5K right now on my trades if that was there. I got in right here, around it, on this price right here. All right, like always, let's change the color to red. I'm disciplined when it comes to my markup because that's I have to be. All right, put that red. All right, as you guys could see, weekly chart, you seen a bigger perspective on the weekly. If I go to the monthly, I still have that same support. Look at that. Perfect entry. Me and Gus and everyone else on the team that took this trade and continue holding got. From here to here, we eating. And we expecting to take profit right here. That's deep. We'll make a lot on that. All right. Monthly, weekly, zoomed in. Now, if I just zoomed in from the monthly and the weekly, if I go to the daily, it's just gonna zoom in the weekly. Boom. That's it. So simple, guys. New question. All right. And this question, anyone could answer that one. That's an easy one. And there's no prize for this one because it's very easy. All right. Before I go to that one, it says, is it going to be on Facebook or can you send the webinar to me? Oh, yeah. This webinar will be recorded and will be sent in the exclusive group for the team. All right. Just keep in mind, guys, the Fridays and Wednesday webinar is only for paid members, okay? Only for paid members. This is where we really go into details, we break it down, All right, and we just get at it. This is only for paid members. The Wednesdays and Friday. The Sundays is for everyone. All right, anyone could join in. You could send that link to all your friends. Have everyone join that webinar. But let's take a look. Can anyone spot the new resistance zone on the daily chart for gold? Can anyone do that? $12.88. All right, let's see. Close. New answers. 12.92. Close. You guys are so close. But the exact accurate amount is right here. 1304, 1305. Nice ones. Yes. The most accurate one, the most accurate answer is 1300 and 1301. All right, where I place my new red line right there. Why is that? Because look, this is why. This is how simple trading can be, guys. It's not hard. Literally, all you have to do is see where the candle had closed before to find out if you're in support and resistance zone. That's really it. That's it. You do that, you a beast. Because you just know when to get in, when to get out. Look, new resistance zone. I'm waiting for price to just break this last week's support, and then we lit. Let's take a look at the H4. Boom, H4 right here. Boom. All right, now there's also a resistance zone at 1305 where you could have got an entry. All right. On the 4-hour time frame, right here, this is around the price where I had re-entered this trade as well. On the 4-hour time frame, we see a nice WM formation. All right. It's not nice, but if you were waiting for it, you will see it. See that? After I draw it, it looks better, but it was not. Cause we've been in this trade, man. I seen this, I seen that, I seen that, I seen all this. It was hard. It really was. I seen all that. All this is consolidation. It's noise, okay? Noise in the market. Until price fully break, I'm not budging. All right. Information, entry, entry. I entered here. 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 I have a whole bunch of position on gold right now, holding long term. All right. Why? Because all this was resistance zone. That's why. Now let's keep going down. Our time frame. See? Now we just zooming in. The more you zoom in, the better it looks. Let's move this support, this main resistance, all the way at the last wick. All right, around 1307 area. This is the hour time frame. Does this not look like an M? A little bit at least. That's it. And this is how you would have got perfect entry. Well, price cannot break this resistance zone. I'm going to go in the sell. That's it. Simple like that. Let's go zoom in more. Right here. See, the more I zoom in, the better the M look. All right. Look at that. 15 minutes. The more I zoom in, the better it look. But man, A lot of people don't like gold, man, and I know why you guys don't, because sometimes I hate it too. It took a lot of patience out of me to hold for all this. A lot. I held this since Monday. Took a lot to see all this and still hold. All right. Gold is very mean, man. Very, very mean. Could blow your account in a sec. But if you're right though, you get a huge payout. Huge. All right. So far we right on gold, so I'm going to hold till next week. Like Ben said. Not Ben, like Gus said. Gold will be selling all month. So the month of June just started. Let's take a look at the monthly candle. The monthly candle is red, ain't it? So we lit. We could hold. By next week we'll see where we at. But I'm looking to take my profit right here. I'm not budging until price reach right here. That's when I'm gonna take my profit long term. All right? All right. Does anyone have any questions? I'm open for any questions that you guys may have now, or anything that you probably have faced this week and probably did not understand fully. Let it out right now. This is your chance. Best entry for gold right now? Right now, there's no entry for gold. You missed the sell entry. Well, looking at the chart, on the 1 minute chart, it retraced. So if you do want to take that risk, you could get in. Look, it retraced. So it's going to sell at this double top right here to continue the trend. You could risk a small lot, but it's pretty low now. But it got a long way to go. Any questions on that? All right. Seems like you guys are understanding everything well. I'm glad. I am so happy that I got all these great answers today, man. Congratulations to everyone that won the challenge. EU and GU. Take a look at that. All right, we'll do. EU. First of all, what do you think EUG going to do, in your opinion? I'm still selling from last week. If you're still selling, you in deep profit. But I believe gold had not gold. It retraced it a little bit though. So depending on where your entry was at, you could be lit. All right. It's going down to 1.4, 1.14, 647. 1.14, 647. Yeah, I believe so as well. But I say by Monday though, we have to see a reversal soon from the 4 hour time frame. That's a fact. Cause look, this is where my markup was. Sell, sell. The sell is about done now. It has to reverse for the new month. And this is why I say it's gonna sell. Going to reverse. Matter of fact, let me add a new support zone right here. All right. It's going to buy by Monday. I think that's what it's gonna do. Why I say that? If you take a look in the 4 hour time frame, you have a huge move to the high. All right. And then you have a lower high. That just tell you re-enter to go that way. Stop loss right there. And you lit. This signal will be sent out Monday for buy. If that makes sense to everyone. All right. The reason I feel like he's going to buy is because for our time frame, it did a big move to the high. Now it's doing a retracement. If anything, price may come all the way back down here, do a nice W formation, and then shoot up. That's also a possibility. That may happen. All right. Great. Plus a new monthly candle. That's facts. Let's take a look. Yeah. We have a new monthly candle, but this candle red. So we'll see if it changed color anytime soon. A lot of times too, guys, don't be confused. Sometimes the candle start off as red and then changes color as green. All right. But if it's already like a big candle, it's not going to change color. Because a lot of times the color in the candle, if it's just starting, it just may be a wick. All right. Daily chart is a red candle. Weekly chart, see, weekly chart is a red candle, but it's a wick. That's the same thing I'm talking about. So this candle could change to green. In the daily chart, we have a higher low happening. The only way that USD, Euro USD buy will not be valid if this daily candle break this support and also that support. That's the only way. But if it does not, we getting in either right here Monday or right here Monday to reach all the way here again. TP. Remember, the market cannot go down forever and it cannot go up forever. Okay? So always have to make a move. Plus that new monthly candle. Can you explain stacking? Oh yeah, I could definitely do that. Let's say for example, I want to stack on this trade, right? I'll go to the smaller time frame to find best entries, real pullbacks. So 30-minute is good. So in this case, if I'm going to buy, oh by the way, take a look. This is a W, just so y'all know. All right. Now it's a W because it's low, but it was a M. That's why it sold. All right. But take a look. Let's say I want to stack on trades on this. Well, if I'm buying, I could put a trade right here. Once that going start going my way, I could re-enter again for a buy right here. Once that start going my way, I could re-enter again right here, and so forth and so on. The more it goes my way, the more I stack. What you should not do though is if it's going against you so bad, do not stack because you're only compounding on your losses. You only compound on your wins. So as long as the trade going your way, you will keep eating. Wow, look at that. That 30-minute time frame. So gold dropped or about to. Yeah, it's about to. So that's mean USD CHF buying right now and USD JPY buying right now and UCAD. Oh, there's a nice reentry for USD JPY buy. I will catch that. I think I'm gonna get in. Yeah, I might get in before market close, guys. I'll keep you guys posted if I do. For me to be able to show you me stacking trade, I have to get in the trade right now, which is Friday. I can't do that right now. So all I could do is really just draw it for you. So let's say, for example, I was gonna stack trade on Euro USD sell. I'll get in right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Reason I would want to get in because is going my way. That's what stacking trade is. You see it. You just get in. Boom, it goes your way. You enter again. You enter again. You enter again. That's it. Look at these red lines as trade I just placed. That's what stacking is. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. Next pair is GU. This is a cheat code. Once you know what GU doing, once you know what EU doing, you know what GBPU doing as well. There it is. All right. Again, I think these pairs gonna buy next week. Why? Because they've reached my monthly, daily support from my old markup. 4 hour. Look, it's making it for me right now. You got higher, high, higher lows, and higher highs. The reason why I'm more confident in a buy for GBP USD is because it broke back up to my support on the 4 hour time frame. So that means it's going to go up. Okay? It's just not now. But it will. It has to. There is no more gas for that trade to go any lower than this. It has to retrace to go back up again. So yes, my analysis on GBP USD is not marked up, but it's going to buy next week. I will mark it up for you guys and send it, but it will buy. So does anyone have any questions on that? When you getting in a trade? I will be getting in a trade on Monday. And I also will be doing a little stacking for you just to show you. So instead of me doing a $5 lot, I'm just going to do dollar lot, dollar lot, dollar lot, dollar lot, compounding my investment to show you how it's done. So that's about it for today, guys. Hopefully you all learned something today. This webinar is recorded. It will be sent to you guys by tomorrow morning. And have a great day, everyone. By the way, me and the guys are coming to the state today. So I'll see you guys soon in the state. Also, guys, go wish my brother Van. All right, just make sure everyone could hear me. Yes, just go wish my brother Van Simi, man. Congratulations. He's getting married tomorrow, guys. Go congratulate him on that big accomplishment. Congrats, bro. Hope all goes well tomorrow, and let's catch some pips on Monday. I'll talk to you guys soon, and have a good one, everyone.